subscribe. Tariq Radio. Watch and subscribe.
All right. And I am, right now, I'm in the lovely Atlanta, Georgia. Shout out to Atlanta. Round of applause to Atlanta. Lovely. Atlanta looks good. Atlanta's a beautiful city at night. They've really revamped Atlanta a lot. It looks very good downtown Atlanta at night. This weather in Atlanta, man, this weather is funny style as hell, man. I don't know what to damn wear. Atlanta weather, it's funny. Who lives in Atlanta? Look, I had to change outfits about 3 times a day, dude. It's cold as hell. This morning it was cold. Then it started raining. Then it got hot when it was raining. Then it stopped raining and then got cold again. I'm like, God damn. I'm going to have to wear some rubber boots with flip-flops on the bottom of them bitches or something. What the hell? The weather out here is a bitch, man. But, yeah, but Atlanta's beautiful. Lovely, lovely city. We went to a couple of restaurants because we brought the family out. We got the family doing the family vacation this week. We went to Restaurant 10. They got some very good fried turkey wings. That was good at Restaurant 10. Another restaurant we went to, Johnny's Chicken and Waffles over there in College Park. That was very good. That was good. Y'all, my Atlanta folks, give me some more recommendations because we're trying a lot of spots out here while we're here. All right. There's a lot of new spots that I have not tried out here. So I want to try what's popping out here in Atlanta. So I know we got a lot of Atlanta folks in here. What's up, Miss Lady K? All right. Toast on Linux. Okay. Toast on Linux. Filling me up in Riverdale. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's popping out here, man. I love the vibe out here in Atlanta. And man, ever since I got here, man, some of the FBA family, they've been hooking me up, man. When I got here, when I got my rental car, there was some funny style stuff going on because we needed a big size luxury vehicle and they wanted a whole bunch of extra stuff and whoop-de-whoop. And it was a brother who knew who I was. Brother, what's his name? Chris. Brother Chris. Worked at the airport, brother. He was a big fan and the brother hooked me up. Shout out to Chris from the airport. The brother hooked me up. Also, when we went to Johnny's Chicken and Waffles, there was another brother in there from Colorado. He was a big fan. That brother ended up just paying for my family's meal. He was like, "Hey man, I took care of y'all bill, man. Let's just take a picture." I'm like, "Great, man. All right, that's love, brother. That's love." Shout out to the brother from Colorado who paid for our dinner at Johnny's Chicken and Waffles. Respect to you, brother. People, they've been just showing mad love out here. Mad love. So you can feel that vibe. You can feel that this is why, family, I tell you. And he was like, "Yeah, man, I ain't no tether. I'm FBS." You can just kind of feel people's energy, man. This is what I'm saying. And there's some lovely non-FBA people and all that stuff, but you can feel when somebody got that FBA energy. You can feel the vibe. It's a vibe and it's a frequency. It's a familiarity that it's almost like an extended family vibe that you can sense with people. You know what I'm talking about? I was at Walmart was it last night? Last night. My wife won. I was at Walmart last night getting some snacks and toys for the kids. And there was a sister in line. "Hey, y'all getting Christmas early, huh?" Me and her, she's FBA sister. We're just talking like we knew each other forever. She's telling me about her kids and grandkids. "I got 10 children, 15 grandchildren." We just sitting there talking like we knew each other. She was from here, from Georgia. So it's that kind of vibe. It's that kind of vibe. It's a beautiful thing. Now, hold on, what my wife wants? Hold on, Lexi. Hold on. I'm in another room at the spot. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I'm doing live.
How does this light not turn off?
I think over here. Hold on, because we're at an
Why the
end.
hell did you go to Crystal's?
Yeah, I wanted the damn chicken
We
sandwich.
ate dinner.
Hold on, my wife. Oh, there you go. Is it off?
No, this shit here won't turn off.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Well, I had a hankering for a damn chicken sandwich.
Really?
We went to dinner. And I went to Chris. I snuck off to Crystal's and didn't get her shit. Cause I ain't tell my lady be wanting me to get a bunch of extra shit. Give me a chicken sandwich with one pickle and some mustard, but diet mustard, and it got to be Hellman. I don't feel like doing all that shit.
Where's the remote?
The remote, the charger.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah. But yeah, I went to Crystal's. Because we ain't got Crystal's in LA.
I just said I wanted to go there earlier.
Hell yeah.
How dare you?
We were at the Waffle House earlier, nigga. We ain't fucking around. Man, I'm hitting all the Atlanta spots. All the old school Atlanta spots, nigga.
I'm about to get hair anymore.
Oh, what time you going?
I don't know, early.
Uh,
The phone's not
and so yeah, I'm at Walmart chilling. Nigga, there's a lot of damn Africans in Atlanta, man.
That's why there's a lot of shops to choose from.
Yeah. Nigga, when all these Africans get to Atlanta? It's a gang of them out here. Nigga. Yeah, the sister at the Waffle House earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know she's from Ghana. She told me she's from Ghana. Yeah, it was a Ghanaian sister working at the Waffle House.
A lot of East Africans in the airport.
Yeah, a lot of.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Nigga, they out here deep. Man, they out here hella deep. And like I said, I was at Walmart. There was a bunch of them at Walmart last night. And I went to Walmart kind of late. I went to Walmart because I had to go to one that stays open to like 11. What's that one? I don't know my way around Atlanta like I used to. But y'all, it's the Walmart Super Center. Y'all, it's kind of outside downtown. It's probably the only one that stays real late. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. Nigga, that motherfucker's full of damn Africans. Niggas up in there just walking around with sock flip-flops. I said, okay, this shit looked like a Burna Boy concert in this motherfucker. They were in there so damn deep. And again, it was, the cashier, she was African. Put in your phone number to get discounts. I said, okay, yes ma'am, all right. So again, there was some FBAs in there, but it was a lot of Africans in there. And, when I was, there's something funny style happened. When, when you put your credit card in the thing, when you pay and you check out and you put your credit card in the thing, and then you put in your PIN number, nigga, why? It was some African dudes who stood over my shoulder watching me put my PIN number in. I said, oh, what the hell are they doing? What are these niggas doing? What the fuck? I got a little nervous. I'm like, I hope these niggas don't try to jump me to get my credit card. But they looking all over. They literally looking over my shoulder at my PIN. What the hell y'all trying to do? I'm like, man, do I need to make a couple of phone calls? Do I have to call some ATLYNs to get these to help me whoop? I can take about 3 of them. I can take 3 of them, but when it gets about 4 or 5, I'm gonna need a little assistance. But yeah, I can take 3 of them. I just stomp on their toes with their flip flops and punch them, and But if it's more, I might need a little help. So, but yeah, man, what the hell are they looking at me and my PIN number for? What the hell is that shit? And they had everything in their carts except deodorant. They had everything in there: shea butter, some damn blue one sauce, I guess, to sprinkle on the bushmeat. I don't know. They had weird shit in their buggies. It was all types of weird shit. Like cat food and ketchup. What you doing with cat food and ketchup, nigga? Y'all just gonna make your homemade bushmeat? What is that? The hell are they doing? Like, what are y'all niggas buying? Damn. Shout out to them, but very cordial people, very very cordial people, very cordial people. You know, but yeah, they deep out here in Atlanta, man. They already heavy. Y'all share the space, by the way. Y'all share the space, by the way. Yeah, man, I didn't like them. They were looking. I mean, they weren't even pretending to not look. Some people are like kind of no. These motherfuckers stood directly behind me and looked over my shoulder, like 176. I'm like nigga, like they're trying to memorize it. Man, I'm like, if you don't get the must away from me, what's wrong with y'all? Yeah. But other than that, Atlanta's a vibe. No, they didn't have on shades, Great Black. They didn't have on no shades. No. So I'm gonna check my bank statements to see if somebody put a damn zebra on layaway or some shit. I'm gonna have to check my statements. You know, I gotta make sure that my shit is good. Yeah, I gotta see if somebody downloaded a bunch of Afro beats using my damn credit card. I gotta check my statements. I'm gonna check them in the morning before the holidays. So, but yeah, man, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. The energy is real. The energy is great. And speaking of energy, speaking of that FBA energy, y'all know our good Queen Mother, Miss Viola Fletcher, the last survivor of the Tulsa race massacre. She passed. She passed this week at the age of 111 years old. Family, that sister lived to be 111. Do you know how spiritually significant that is, ladies and gentlemen, for that sister to live that long? You know how rare it is for a person to live that long? This sister lived to be 111. That was a spiritual message being sent, especially with her and what she represented, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, God bless that beloved Queen Mother. For those who don't know, Viola Fletcher, was she like 7 years old when the Tulsa race massacre happened? So she remembered everything. She's 7 years old when down in the Greenwood area of Tulsa, which was nicknamed the Black Wall Street, a very wealthy, prosperous black area in Oklahoma. The white supremacists were very jealous and paranoid about the success of that area. And they instigated a racial terrorism act. Now we got to understand the significance of Tulsa and what that really, really means, because I broke this down before. The many people of Tulsa, many of the foundational Black Americans, are also descendants of the Black Seminoles. I want y'all to understand that many of the Black Seminoles went out to Oklahoma because the Black Seminoles were whooping on the United States government all in the mid 1800s. They were whooping on them and they could not beat them. The Black Seminoles were basically removing slavery out of Florida. They were burning down plantations, freeing people, unaliving many of the white supremacists, many of the people in the U.S. Army, they were unaliving. They were putting in a lot of work, and the historians don't like to tell the whole truth about the Black Seminoles. So it was a general named Jessup who had to make a deal because they tried to double cross him. They tried to be slick. So they made a deal and said, okay, look, y'all just leave. We ain't gonna mess with you. Just leave Florida. Just go out there to Oklahoma. Yeah, there's Indian territory. Just go on out there. Yeah, y'all whooping on us. All right, we ain't gonna try to put you in slavery. Just go on out there to Oklahoma. So they went to Oklahoma, and many of those former Black Seminoles, or the descendants of the Black Seminoles, they formed a lot of black towns in in Oklahoma. Oklahoma is the state with the most Black founded towns. The most Black founded towns in the United States is in Oklahoma. Y'all look that up. They formed Boley, Wawoka, and Tulsa. They many, many towns there. And excuse me. So they were out there doing their thing. The Tulsa area became very significant because the white supremacists was like, y'all just do your thing. We ain't paying attention to you. We just don't want to see you. Just go on out there to no man's land. Because basically Oklahoma was just, they looked at no man's land. There ain't nothing out there. They'll be out of sight, out of mind. We ain't tripping on those niggers. And then the white tea supremacists looked up one day and said, hey, where'd this Negro get a car? Why are these black people dressed so nice? Hey, why are these people building mansions? They say, hey, wait a minute. We need to keep an eye on these people. Oh, no. We need to keep an eye on these people. Not only did their ancestors whoop on us, now the descendants are extremely financially successful. Hey, this is a problem. And the black people in Tulsa were doing great business. They were very successful, more successful than a lot of the white tea people there. They were about to start doing international business, and that scares people when we start doing international business. So they concocted that little farce where they said a black man tried to sexually assault a white woman in an elevator, and then they tried to run down on the black people. And what happened was the black people fought back. That first day of the Tulsa race attack, the white tea supremacists attacked the black people, and the white tea supremacists got their asses whooped. Them brothers whooped on them. So what they had to do, they had to get backup and reinforcement from the National Guard, and they started using planes to drop bombs. They had to hit the planes and drop bombs on the black business district there. This first time in United States history where a bomb was dropped on citizens here. That happened with the Foundation of Black Americans in Tulsa. So they just massacred all of those beautiful black people, and they never gave compensatory justice. They never compensated those people. And the survivors, many of them were alive for a long time. In addition to Queen Mother Fletcher, there were some other survivors who were alive up until a few years ago. It was about wasn't about three of them, family, if I'm not mistaken. It was about three of them, right? Because I remember seeing a few of them. They would have a few of them during, press conferences and things like that. It was about three of them, right. So the other two died, but Miss Fletcher, Mother Fletcher, she held on, man. And that was a spiritual message. That was a spiritual message, ladies and gentlemen, for her to remain here that long. Because, see, for a long time, America's tried to dodge reparations by claiming, well, the victims aren't alive anymore. When we start talking about reparations for slavery and Jim Crow atrocities, that was 100 years ago. Nobody's alive today. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. And Miss Fletcher was right there in their faces like, yeah, you owe. She was hollering about her money, too. Yeah, I want something. Yes, we are still here. I'm here. So her presence, just her very presence, that forced the country to confront the truth. That the harm is not just ancient history. The survivors are still among us. And her longevity, it spiritually blocked the dominant society for using that was a long, long time ago excuse. So they couldn't do that. So they had to play games and duck and dodge and do little grimy stuff to deny compensatory justice. And that woman's life, it represented a divine time capsule of unsettled ancestral justice, ladies and gentlemen. See, the Most High, man, it'll leave certain people on earth to be spiritual witnesses. So that sister, she endured 111 years. And that was a symbol that the trauma of Tulsa was never repaired. We don't forget. The nation's debt to Black Americans remain unpaid. The lineage harmed by anti-Black terror is still here. So her longevity was very intentional from a spiritual standpoint, ladies and gentlemen. Like the spirit realm preserved that sister here to testify on behalf of the ancestors. You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't just bury that stuff. Oh man, this was some spiritual stuff here, man. And she lived long enough to overlap with the foundational Black American delineation Renaissance movement that we're having right now. Her energy lends to that. See, she lived to witness the rise of the modern delineation movement where foundational Black Americans are reclaiming our lineage. We're demanding specificity. And we're pushing for tangible reparations. Yeah. So her life bridged two eras. I want y'all to understand something. See, this was very, very important. I want y'all to feel me. She was a part of raw racial terror, and she was a part of lineage-based reparations demands that we're having right now. So her energy was here for us to take up and continue with. You understand? That overlap is spiritually powerful, ladies and gentlemen. Her presence, it validated the argument that reparations are not just symbolic, they're owed to an actual lineage that's harmed. And they're still surviving people who never saw justice. Yeah? And she kind of symbolized that ancestral endurance and that foundational Black American spiritual resilience. You understand? Very few people live to be 111. You know? So that Majora spirit allowed that sister to survive the impossible. She survived a terrorist attack on this land. You understand? And she lived through the civil rights movement and this movement now. That's that persistence of the ancestors. That's that unbroken chain of witness. So she really embodied the idea that the ancestors, they'll keep a survivor alive until justice is demanded, not asked for, but demanded by its descendants, ladies and gentlemen. And again, they couldn't use that so long ago nonsense. And y'all know what they tried to do. They tried to do some. She went over. Didn't they send her to Ghana or something? And she got some Ghana citizenship. Did y'all remember that they tried to do that? That fell flat. We didn't give a damn. They took her over to Ghana or something like that, and then she got Ghanaian citizenship. Well, whatever. We don't care about no symbolisms. Yeah, we don't care about no symbolisms. Yeah, we want justice for that sister. Yeah, they tried to do it. They've been trying to do all types of symbolic stuff. Yeah, nobody cared. Yeah, nobody cared. The Democrats kind of orchestrated that. Nobody cared. You know, we didn't care. We're like, where's the money? Because when they were trying to get money, the courts were being real janky. They denied giving her and the other survivors reparations. You understand? So yeah, we don't care about that symbolism. That woman lived to see some justice served, and she passed the mantle to us, and we're going to keep up that justice fight in her name and the name of others, all of our ancestors. You understand? Yeah, because all of that, her existence completely invalidated that whole "that was long ago" narrative. Yeah, that's that. They love saying that anytime it comes to repairing us and giving us compensatory justice. Oh, well, the slavery and racial terrorism, that's so long ago. You just let it go. It didn't happen to nobody who's alive now. Oh, yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yeah, her life timeline exposed that lie of distance. Yeah, she proved that Tulsa race massacre wasn't ancient. You know? And her passing really marks a shift. See, the burden of justice, it now falls on the foundational Black American lineage. She symbolized the last physical survivor holding America accountable. So now the spiritual message is clear. Her generation carried the trauma. Our generation has to carry the justice. Yeah. We got to carry that damn justice. And listen, she carried that same last generation energy, family, that a lot of former slaves had in the 1960s. Y'all remember, family, there were people, slavery ended, what, 1865? Was that the official time slavery ended? And again, a lot of us, we would live to be over 100 years old. Yeah, just like Miss Fletcher. So remember, family, in the 1960s, around 1965, you had people who were enslaved who were like 100 years old, 100 plus. I want y'all to think about this, family. Think about it. Remember, in the 60s, that was the thing. There were a lot of former slaves who were just dying in the 60s. Some say some were dying in the early 70s. You understand? But in the 60s, that was a thing. A lot of former people who were literally enslaved were living well over 100. They were still alive in the 1960s. So that energy during the civil rights movement, they were, these were people born under legal slavery, but they were still alive. So their presence made segregation and racial terror feel like a straight line continuation of slavery and not a separate chapter. So they had spiritual pressure that helped force a lot of those legislative wins. A lot of the riders in the 1960s took that energy because these people were just now transitioning, so that fresh ancestral energy was boosting and fueling the civil rights movement. They felt like, okay, we got this fresh ancestral energy, so now we have to move the needle and push the mantle for these ancestors. So it's the same thing with Mother Fletcher. She's the last generation of that racial terrorism that was just blatant. So that energy that she has is spiritually present in us right now. You understand? And we have to take the mantle. And family, that has given us a spiritual assignment. You understand? We have to guard and we have to weaponize the records. You understand? When we have to tell our stories, this is why we have to tell our stories. We have to turn remembrance into concrete reparations organizing. We got to do it for Mother Fletcher and others. You understand? We got to honor sites of Black suffering as sacred ground, not just photo ops. We got to go out there to Greenwood, and I have to get out there. I got to get out there to Tulsa and really show my respect, just like I do in other places. Like New Orleans. I love going to New Orleans and showing honor and respect to those ancestors there, because a lot of that spiritual energy is heavy there. But we need to go to these places, to these massacre slavery sites with the mindset that you're entering a spiritual courtroom, not a tourist attraction. We don't go in there treating it like the white tea people do. They be in there just yucking it up and doing weddings. No, we go in there with honor and reverence and showing respect to them and letting them give us a spiritual assignment. You understand? It's very, very important to tap in with that energy to show them we didn't forget about them. That's why we shot a couple of my movies we shot on plantations before. And I'm telling you, that energy is very, very real. And it's very empowering when you get on the right frequency. It's like, if I go to these plantations to see what our people endured, that makes me say, hey, I'm going to get some justice. Oh, I'm not going to let you all do all this and have gone through this in vain. No, it's our duty. It's my duty and your duty to make sure they did not have to survive all that in vain. You see? And, we also got to talk to the elders, man. Talk to some of those elders in your family. Get the game, get those stories from them, get that history from them. They'll tell you better than anybody. Talk to them elders, man. You find an elder who's the foundation of Black American, you have a treasure trove of knowledge and wisdom. Get the game. I'm not talking about just old niggas. I'm talking about some people with some good information historically. We have to live like we are the enforcement arm of the ancestors. You know, we gotta treat political work, economic moves, cultural output as a part of enforcing a spiritual judgment. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we got to do. That's our job. Oh man. And part of that job is to not let uh, our shit get tethered up. And speaking of tethers and speaking of Mother Fletcher, Obama made his little tweet. Obama made a tweet. Obama tweeted, what did he tweet? He said, as a survivor of the Tulsa Race Massacre, Viola Fletcher bravely shared her story so that we never forget this painful part of history. Michelle and I are grateful for her lifelong work to advance civil rights and send our love to her family. And people on Obama's bumper like, Obama, sit your big ear tether ass down. Sit down, Obama. Oh, they were eating Obama's ass up. Oh, no, you didn't, Obama. Obama, you were in office for damn near a decade. You could have produced justice for this woman, you and the damn Democrats. Y'all went out of y'all way to deny compensatory justice to this woman. We gonna get a tweet? Yeah, you honor her story. You never honored her damn justice. You never used your executive power, your DOJ, or that other tether, Eric Holder. Y'all never got no remedies for this sister and the survivors. No compensatory mechanisms for the Tulsa survivors. Man, a government-enabled mob destroyed 35 square blocks, unaliving hundreds of people, leaving 10,000 foundational Black Americans homeless. That's a clear federal civil rights violation. Obama didn't do no restitution efforts, no civil rights investigations, nothing. Now, Obama did give some tangibles to Holocaust survivors, and the U.S. didn't even commit that genocide. He did that. Remember 2015, like $12 million in federal funding for Holocaust survivors? Yeah. He threw billions of dollars for Native Americans. And he was writing blank checks for Native Americans, the red ones. Come on, man. Y'all remember that? Man, like $3-4 billion. Oh, he was giving payouts to LGBT victims of people who were victims of discrimination and all that. Man, yeah, he didn't do all that symbolism with these other people. Even the Japanese Americans, he was pushing for more redress expansions for them to get more paper. But with us, but we get symbolisms. Obama always, with us, all we got from Obama was symbolisms. Yeah? You go visit the Edmund Pettus Bridge in Selma. Everybody else getting money and checks. You go visit Selma and sing some spirituals. You go down to Charleston when Dylan Roof shot up unalived all those black folks. You go up there singing Amazing Grace. You know? Yeah, you didn't, no compensatory land restoration, nothing. Nothing. Who's this? Who's texting me? Hold on. So yeah, man, we're cool on that. We cool on Obussy. Yeah, all we did, he wagged his finger at us saying, you pull up your pants and, um, you know, stop looting. And yeah, all Obama did was wave his finger at us. Stop acting like thugs. So yeah, we're good. We're good on that tether. And this is why we're on delineation business, ladies and gentlemen. Delineation is the move. That's why delineation is the wave, and that's the new norm. Yeah. Yo, just get out there and vote. This fool talking about we need to vote for Hillary. Well, what about my legacy? Yo, legacy, boy. Y'all don't understand how pissed off when he went out there talking about what about his legacy? How come we ain't voting for Hillary? Dude, your legacy is all the black folks who are unalive unjustly. and nothing was done about it. That's your legacy. This is why we ain't voting for y'all like that. Fool. Read the room, Tether. Yeah, talk about his damn legacy. He was reprimanding us because we weren't running out voting for no damn Hillary. The hell we gonna vote for her for? We dealt with the damn Clintons. We still got people in jail because of the crime bill Clintons. Hell, what the hell you think this is? Yeah, but that's that tether mindset that Obama had. That's when we started waking up to the tethers. We're like, this dude don't read the room. He must not know nobody. He ain't reading the room at all. The only foundation Black American he hang with is Michelle. You know? Man. Who's texting me? God damn. Hold on. Who's this? It's heavy, man. Shout out. We got a lot of folks in here. Shout out to everybody in here. We got a lot of folks in here, but we don't even have 100,000 hearts. What we doing, fam? What we doing with the heart game, fam? Can we get those heart games up? Can we get that heart up? Let's get the hearts up, family. All you gotta do is push the button. Just tap that button. Just tap the screen and we get the hearts going. All right, just tap the screen and we'll get those hearts going, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. How do you send hearts? You just tap the screen. That's it. You tap the screen. Let me get some more folks in here. Let me get some more people in here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just start inviting random folks, and I'll just let y'all chop it up. Okay, who's talking?
Peace. This Noble.
What's your name, brother?
Noble Day.
Noble. How you doing, Noble?
Peace. I'm righteous and wise. What's up, brother? It's a pleasure. It's an honor to speak to you.
My brother. No, you from Brooklyn, New York?
I'm from Harlem.
Harlem. Shout out to Harlem, brother. So what's on your mind, brother?
Man, I'm coming from a different. So check this out. The real love and respect comes from when I come from a position of disagreeing with you, right?
Okay.
And then my brother is like, yo, do the knowledge to what the brother's saying, right? So I'm like, yo, when you get past the kumbaya, because you already know, you've been to Harlem, you already know, right? So
Oh, yeah.
when you out there, everything is it's a tether community.
Yeah.
So you kind of groom to believe that we all together, but we not.
Right.
Everybody been blessed. I come from a place where we owned that property before the certain communities came over and got their foothold. You know what I'm saying? So I seen the what you call the FBA dollar. I seen that, right? So when them people come over, and really start putting their hooks in our community and sucking the life out of our community, it's every race for themselves. Then when you go to the prison, the Mexicans side with the skinheads, Tariq. You know what I'm saying? They side with the straight. So we don't have no allies. As bad as whatever. Take that for what it's worth. Whoever's listening, I'm a 52-year-old brother. Listen.
Yes, sir.
And I come from a place where black people loved each other. It wasn't no gangs when I grew up. That came in the 90s. So I know what black love looked like when our own dollar circulate amongst us.
Right.
That Oklahoma, they was land barons. Them brothers were some of the wealthiest people in the world. They owned the oil.
Yes, they did.
Robbed us of oil wells. They owe a debt that they can't pay. So the whole cream is, and this goes back to when you dropped that Hidden Colors, right? You whatever y'all want to say about the Mansa Musa, it was brothers that had money back then, and the world came together and agreed that they not gonna pay us, they gonna rather exterminate us. It's real simple. You the big homie, we owe you money. Brothers conspire against you not to pay you. We rather knock you off than to pay you. We are the descendants of some of the wealthiest people. Nobody had estates, Tariq. Everybody else around the world was always subject of a monarch. We are the only people in the history of mankind. We was never subject of a monarch. That's one. Two, we the only people, brother, who got clean hands. We've never had a doctrine of warfare against anybody else, Tariq.
Right.
We the
Right.
only people on earth with clean hands. We the most righteous people in the history of mankind. We've never had a doctrine of warfare against anybody else. We fight each other. We got our differences, but we never get together, even with all of this foolishness now, and say, hey, you know what? Let's knock off all of the yellows. Let's knock off all of the browns. Every single nation on this planet have a doctrine to destroy us. Why? And I yield, brother. I love and appreciate y'all.
Man, respect to you, brother. Thank you so much. Let's get let me see. Let's get Samantha Jenkins.
Hey, Tariq.
Hey, beloved, how are you?
I'm doing good. I tried to get on. You want me to turn my camera?
Yes, ma'am. Turn the camera on, please.
Okay, let me see. Okay, it's on. I gotta.
Hit say. There you go. There you go.
Hey, Tariq.
How you doing, love?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I tried to get on Sunday and I dropped my phone, and of course you roasted me. You probably got your bonnet on. I'm like, Tariq, I dropped my phone.
What city you in, by the way, dear?
I'm in Texas. I'm in Mesquite, Texas.
Oh, cool. Where that by Houston or Dallas?
Dallas. It's a suburb right outside of Dallas.
Oh, cool. Okay. Cool.
I'm not from here, but this is where I live. This is where I was reared.
Were you from Mississippi originally?
Louisiana.
Louisiana. Okay, cool. When last time you been back to Louisiana?
I mean, we go home all the time, my whole family is down there. I got family all over the place, but that's where we come from. So just whenever we can get a chance to get down there, we'll go.
Yes, indeed. So what else is on your mind, beloved?
I was just, I just want to call, give a shout out, to you. I rewatch, all of the, all of your films, and today it took me a while to watch Buck Breaking because I thought it was going to be a little bit too much for me to handle. But then once I watched it, I appreciated, what it was about.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it was
heavy,
deep.
right? Yeah, it was heavy.
It was deep. And as a matter of fact, I got probably another 15 to 20 minutes in, and then I saw that you was going out live, and I was like, let me go ahead and speak, because you don't normally come on this early.
Yeah. And I'm only doing that because I'm in Atlanta, so it's a whole big time difference. So
I saw that.
yeah.
So
Now where's your dude? Where your dude?
single.
How many kids you got?
One.
What? How old is the baby?
Baby, 26.
God damn. Okay. Well, y'all be having these grown ass kids now, but I'm thinking you like in your late 30s or something. Yeah,
No,
Lord.
sir. 48.
Okay.
It don't crack,
Yeah, I see that. Are the toes and fingernails looking good? How's everything looking?
I work a lot, so my nails not done. I'm a commercial adjuster, so I'm always, typing and stuff like that. But my feet done.
Oh, good. What's the best dish you can cook?
I'm from Louisiana, Tariq. I can cook anything.
Oh, there it is.
Anything.
Anything.
Anything,
We're going to get some people up in your DMs. We're going to get some
Do
brothers.
that.
Yes,
Hey,
indeed.
I'm available.
Yes, indeed. Because, yeah, you sound like you got your mind right.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, indeed. And you got it together. Now, your baby daddy, your son's, is it son or daughter?
A son.
Where's the baby dad? Where is he? Baby dad?
No clue. I mean, he's married, no beef.
Okay, good.
It is what it is. We were young, when that happened, got everything together. I mean, he's 26. It ain't that, like I hear online, how many baby dad? Man, I got a grown kid, one kid, so yeah.
There it is. All right. Thank you so much, beloved. Thank you.
Bye, family.
Lovely Sasha. Very sweet young lady. I am. Someone's like telling me I'm trying to hook y'all up. Shit. I'm hooking this for y'all, not for me. Shit. I'm hooking y'all up. Trying to show y'all some sisters with their minds right. This for y'all. They're a very nice sister. Yeah. I be trying to hook y'all up. Y'all need to hook up. This is what y'all need to be hooking up with. Sisters who got it together. The kid is grown, so he probably ain't in the house like that. So she got the crib to herself. Still looks good. Yeah. From Louisiana. Cook. Come on, y'all need to slide through. I'm trying to give y'all an alley-oop. Yeah, she's watching films about our history and lineage and consciousness. So yeah, that's a keeper. That's a keeper. That's what I'm trying to show y'all. So y'all niggas stop laying up with hood rats. Some of y'all too old. Y'all out here in your 50s still messing with hood rats. You got to age out of hood rats, family. I want y'all to understand. At a certain age, you just can't really mess with hood rats no more. You know? You too old to be smashing on an air mattress, going over to the hood chick spot. Sometimes you just too old for that, fellas. Yeah? You too old to be going over a woman's house eating ramen noodles with her ass. You need somebody from Louisiana like this sister who can make a pot of gumbo for your ass. Yeah? Come on now. Man. You age out of the hood rats, fellas. Somebody said he feels attacked. I know. Y'all know how it is. you still getting directions to go to a hood rat's house. And hood rats, when they tell you to come to their house, they talk in code, so they don't let you know how ratchet their neighborhood is. They be talking like in LA, I live, come visit me. I live over there. Well, now where you live? Well, kind of close to the Crenshaw Mall. I live, how close? Well, I live behind the Crenshaw Mall. Bitch, you mean the jungle? Yeah, technically it's on the edge of the jungle. No, don't, no. No, ma'am. Yeah, no. Y'all know how they used to do back in the day, fellas. They wouldn't want to tell you exactly that they lived in the damn jungle. Ma'am, you live in a killer blood neighborhood? No, ma'am. Where there's only one way in and one way out? No, ma'am. Oh, they try to be slick. Try to tell you where they live. Oh, say, what you gonna do? You gonna get to this street and then you gonna make a right. And you're gonna see like a wooden apartment complex, and next to it it's gonna be a brick building, a brick building. What do you mean a brick building? A brick building? Yes, a brick. You get there. Oh, this is a housing project. Okay, this brick building is the projects. Yeah, don't talk in code. Just say you live in a damn project, so I can make this U-turn and get the hell out of here. I'm in a damn brick building. So you better know the hood rat cues. Yeah. Ma'am, this is the projects. I'm sorry. This is not an apartment. When they say brick building, that's a code for the projects. Because really only projects are brick like that, to be honest. But then they got some other projects that ain't quite brick, but damn. Well, what she said she lived in the good part of where? The good part of Compton. Yeah, shit. Man. Oh yeah, you really got to be careful with the women in LA, man. You got to be careful as hell, dude. Yeah. Let me see. We got some more folks in here. Let's get Born Power. Born Power. What's up, Born? Mr. Born Power, unmute your microphone, sir.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Born. How are you, bro?
What's good? What's good? Peace to everybody in the room.
Yes, indeed. So what's happening with you? I talked to you the other day. I forgot what we talked about, though.
Oh yeah. I talked to you. It was about Haitians. I was sticking up for Haitian. I was telling you two things that Haitians did that week. I told you one was the what the hell, man? It was two things. It was a couple. It was that night I spoke to you.
Okay.
We had a good conversation. Did I request to come up?
Did you? Yeah, I think you did. Yeah, you pushed the button to get in the queue. So, did you hit it by mistake?
Oh shit! Yeah, I hear people say that all the time.
It's all right. So let me move on. Thank you, brother. Let's get Maria Isabel. Maria.
Hello.
Hey, Maria. How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good, Maria. Let me see you. Okay. There you go. What's up, Maria?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am. And by the way, where are you from, Maria?
I am from Colombia.
Colombia. There you go. What's on your mind, Maria?
Okay. We do black men in America like to put women a bed of dental. They are so weak and it is dangerous.
The black men like to do what? We say the black
What?
men. You say the black men like to do what to women?
Yes.
No. I didn't quite understand the question, man. You say, why do black men like to do what?
With do black men in America like to put women a bed of dental.
I don't know what she's saying. Family, can y'all help me? We like to put women where? Does it? Well, let me get somebody who can do Spanish. Anybody here can speak? Any FBAs can speak Spanish? Can y'all help me so we can talk to her in Spanish? You raise your hand if y'all can speak Spanish. Miguel, let me get Miguel. Miguel, let me get you in. Where's Miguel? Hold on 1 second. Let me get Miguel. Miguel, hop on in, Miguel. Yeah, 1 second. Let me get somebody who can speak Spanish real quick. Brother Miguel, you in here? Wait, where you at, Miguel? I'm trying to get Miguel. Now, Maria, what do you do out there in Colombia, man? What do you do out there, Maria?
In Spanish.
Okay, goddamn. I would like to hear what she has to say. Hold on. Some y'all being cold in the hold on. AG Fahrenheit, put a request up, brother. So, well, who speaks Spanish? Well, I know some of y'all brothers speak Spanish. Some of y'all got a Puerto Rican baby mama or something. Now, Maria, how old are you, ma'am? Maria, how old are you? Does she understand what I'm saying? Maria, how old are you? Okay, where are my Spanish speaking brothers?
Okay.
Hold on, Tariq's #1 fan. You speak Spanish, Tariq #1 fan, or you just trolling? All right. Tariq's #1 fan. You speak. Hop on, brother. Let me see, because I want somebody who can translate. I need people who can do Arabic and Spanish, so when the Syrian lady call up, we can understand what she's saying. Okay. I'm trying to get the family in here. Where y'all at, man? I'm trying to hear what she has to say. Yeah, where's Rodrigo when we need him? Hold on. Where's Rodrigo when we need him? I don't know what she's saying. Yeah. Okay. Where y'all at, man? AG Fahrenheit, where you at, brother? Let's see, Dominique. Okay, I was trying to correspond, but I just don't know what she's saying. Dominique, brother Dominique. Dominique. What's up, Dominique? Okay, damn. Okay, god damn. Boy, you cats be calling up with all types of machinery in the background. How you calling up? You listening and you on a forklift.